Hey sis, it's Christina Paulin here. I hope and pray you're doing well. Today I wanted to come and do a little recap of our intermittent fasting challenge. So today is day 5. We did a 5-day intermittent fasting challenge. I've been talking about it here on my page. So I wanted to come and give you all a recap of like what we experienced together as a community as we were doing the intermittent fasting challenge. But first, let me introduce myself. Hello, my name is Christina Paulden, and I have sisters elevate, expand, and enhance their life by defeating the kingdom of darkness through spiritual warfare. I'm really big on fighting in the spirit, and I'm passionate about teaching sisters how to do the same. So, as I stated earlier, I am here to tell you about, do a little recap, I should say, of our intermittent fasting challenge because this challenge, we've never done it on this scale before. Usually inside of our fasting community on Facebook, every now and again, we say, hey, let's do this type of fast, let's try this type of fast, but it's never been like open like to everybody. So I wanted to come and give you a little recap as to the experience, what worked, what didn't work, how the sisters did and all of that. I first, though, do want to share our 2 events coming up next month. So each month we have a community fast and we also have a mass deliverance call. And I want to make sure you're aware of those just in case you are needing some sort of deliverance or you want to join us in our next community fast, then you will have the information. So our next community fast is on April the 18th. If you're interested in getting all of the information about our community fast, again, we have the monthly, then type fasting in the comment section and I will provide you the information that you need in order to join us. And again, the next community fast that we're having is on April the 18th. Our mass deliverance calls is where we're coming together each month and we do mass deliverance. So you just show up ready to get delivered, get set free, ready to come out of agreement with the enemy and into agreement with the Father. Deliverance is so big, y'all. It's so huge. Once you start to get deliverance and like this could be something that you're constantly needing, right? We have a lot of gunk on us that we have to get off, but you really will start to experience a new life. You'll become a new creature by getting deliverance. So we have those monthly for the sisters who are needing it. Show up as many times, as you need to. Our next mass deliverance call is April the 9th, April the 19th, at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're interested in attending the next mass deliverance and even to be notified of all of the mass deliverance calls happening this year, then you can go to massdeliverancecalls.com to get all of the information, sign up. Once you sign up, you'll then start to receive emails of our up and coming mass deliverance. The same thing with the community fast. Once you get the link to sign up, you will be notified each and every time we have a community fast. So wanted to come and share that with you just in case, you needed some sort of deliverance or you want to do some community fasting. But I wanted to come and just do a recap of the intermittent fasting challenge. Again, I've never done it on this scale before, and I just wanted to come and let you know like the testimonies and things of just what we've experienced, what some of the sisters experienced. So again, whenever we do our fast, I usually keep it inside of our community, but this time I wanted to just put it out there for anybody that wanted to join. This intermittent fasting challenge was a 5-day challenge. So from Monday to Friday, we intermittent fast. We prepared on Sunday. So it was on Sunday was our preparation day to just kind of get our minds right, figure out, how our week was going to go, schedule some things and all of that. But Monday through Friday is when we actually did the intermittent fasting challenge. And for those of you that don't know what intermittent fasting is, it's simply you having a eating window and a fasting window. During your eating window, you can eat. During your fasting window, you can't eat. And I did this challenge so that there was no pressure. Like there was no stress. This is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be us just coming together, like pushing our bodies, being amazed at, what we can do. And the sisters did really well with this. And again, this was not a spiritual fast. Usually when we do spiritual fast, there's spiritual warfare involved. The enemy start to show up. The family members start to act up. The kids start to get sick. Like spiritual warfare is real. And anytime we declare a spiritual fast, things start to amp up for the sisters. And I did not want us to have to experience that. My goal this year is to get you comfortable into going into your own spiritual fast. And the only way to do that is by you, your body being ready to do it. And also like the mind, knowing that you will be okay with a 24-hour fast. And intermittent fasting is like the best way for you to condition your body and your mind to go into these longer fasts. So we had our intermittent fasting challenge, no pressure. I told the sisters to pick an eating window. Some sisters did the 16-8, some did the 18-6. Am I saying that right? And the 24. I could have those backwards. Every time I try to do it like live math, it's just not good. So they had to pick the eating window when they were going to eat and then when they were going to fast. And like when you're fasting, you can't eat, right? Like you have to make sure you're not eating. So everybody picked their eating window. Me personally, I'm constantly intermittent fasting. I would say out of a month, 98% of the time out of the month, I intermittent fast. This is just like a lifestyle for me because I understand that my body doesn't need a lot, right? And if I am just constantly feeding my body, it's just not going to be good. It's going to be unhealthy for me. So I'm constantly in intermittent fasting. So this challenge wasn't about me conditioning my body for intermittent fasting again, because I do it every day. But I wanted to try new things with intermittent fasting. So for me, I usually eat really late. So I do the 24. So I usually have like a 4 hour window, maybe 4 or 5 hours eating window. And I usually eat maybe like 4 o'clock. So from 4, maybe to like 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, even sometimes 9, I will eat. And what I believed was that I was eating too late and I wasn't giving my body time to like digest everything, that I've eaten. So during this time, my goal was to push up my eating window from like say 12 to 4 or somewhere in that time frame. And that's what I did. Majority of the time this week, I ate between those time frames, and I noticed one, I started to wake up around 5:30, like every day. 5:30, like my body was just up. Like, you can sleep and like somebody can wake you up and you're like, hey, I'm sleepy, like what's going on? Like literally I would just wake up like, oh, it's time to start the day. I had a lot more energy. And also just the type of foods that you eat, of course, is going to impact, your mood also. I tested that out as well, just realizing, okay, if I eat heavy, regardless of what time it is, immediately after, I'm going to feel like sluggish, right? But if I eat, healthy things during my eating window, I will feel energized or I won't have that sluggish type of effect. So for me, that was like my experiment, I guess, for this week, was just testing out the eating windows. And I now know that my body really appreciates it when I eat earlier as opposed to me eating later. But again, the sisters have the choice to choose between their eating window. And I wanted to just come and share some of the things that they, shared within the community, their experience and all of that, just in case, you're someone who's like, hey, I'm trying to get better in my health. I'm trying to like get some things, trying to lose some weight, trying to just create better, healthier habits. Then definitely try intermittent fasting. Again, I am a spiritual warfare person, right? Like, hey, fighting in spirit is my jam, is what I do, is what I teach. But I know that that's not for everybody, right? And everybody doesn't have to do that. Like, spiritual warfare is daily, yes, but I know I am called to teach, to help sisters in that area of spiritual warfare. So for me, I have to be more disciplined, right? But for just regular sisters out there who are just like kind of going through their day to day, who they're trying to get some things together in their life, like they're trying to do better in health. Then intermittent fasting could help with that. And then also, once you see, hey, you do need to do some spiritual warfare, you will have that knowledge, right? Your body will be able to go into a spiritual fast. So for me, it's like it's more intense for me because this is my life, this is what I do, this is what I teach. But for other just regular sisters out there, who have their own goals, their own, missions and all of that, they just need to know how to do it so that when they need to do it, they can do it. So one of the sisters shared that she lost 8 pounds in 3 days. This is, again, it's intermittent fasting. I'm not sure what her eating window was, but if you are intermittent fasting, especially if you are drinking a lot of fluids, like it seems as though, this has been my experience, when I intermittent fast and I make sure I'm staying hydrated, the weight will just kind of melt off. it just melts off. Like within a week, you can notice like a huge difference from you just intermittent fasting. Regardless of which like method you choose, of course, the results would be bigger if you did a longer fasting period. But for the most part, if you commit to like a week of intermittent fasting and you try to eat healthy and you make sure that you are getting your water, make sure you are drinking your water, by the end of that week, you will look smaller, right? Because there's one thing to like actually lose weight on the scale, but not really see it. You will be actually able to see, dang, I've lost some weight, right? So weight loss is something that you're going to definitely experience. So one sister shared that she lost 8 pounds within 3 days. Another sister shared that she realized she was eating too much. Once you realize you're eating too much, it's like, oh, okay, I don't need, all this food. And you're okay with not eating as much, right? Again, this is going to be in the mind, dealing with the mindset and all of that. Another sister said that she was not hungry. She realized, hey, I'm not even hungry. Like after doing this for a day or two, my body then started to condition itself. It's like, hey, I'm not even hungry. She even decided to push her or to shrink her eating window. So instead of having a longer eating window, she shrunk it down some simply because she just wasn't hungry. She was okay, eating less food. Another sister asked if we can do this more often. So she wanted to know, hey, when's the next time we're doing this? This was like really good. This is what I needed. When are we going to have this again? So sisters, they really came, they showed up. We had our live Zooms each day for 30 minutes. I was there just for the sisters. Just sisters popped in and out saying, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm going through. And it was really cool. It was really fun. And I'm really excited. They did so good, so good. I mean, again, I haven't done it on this scale before. We had almost, I'm trying to think, trying to do the math, but we had over 100 people sign up for the course within like the past 30 days. And because we had so many people come into the course, I figured this was the perfect time to do the challenge, the free challenge. So we had those people, but then we had almost 100 people sign up for the free challenge. So we had almost 200 people participating in this. So just them showing up, the messages, they're live on Zoom with me, the emails and things like that. Like they really saw that this was something that they were needing, and they tested it out, and I believe that this is something that they will continue to do, if not every day. It can at least be something that they can say, okay, let me help my body out, let me do, not only say a detox, but let me, each month go into some sort of intermittent fasting where I'm allowing my body, to cleanse itself, to detox, to get all this stuff out of me, to get my energy and stuff back up. So yeah, so I just wanted to come and share that with you. If you all are interested, some sister, she just now started. There was a sister who signed it up late, but she said, hey, I'm on day one. So she's starting day one. If you want to join the intermittent fasting challenge, then do fasting challenge, type fasting challenge in the comment section, and I will send you the link to sign up. Now, know that you will get information about the intermittent fasting challenge, but it's not live anymore. So the live Zooms and all of that, that won't be there. But if you're interested in, still joining us, there's still time. I'm going to leave those videos and things up for a while, and then I'm going to take them down, speak with some sisters, get some more feedback from sisters, and figure out how we can make this even better next time. But if you are on that list of the intermittent fasting challenge, then you will be notified of the next time we have the intermittent fasting challenge again. So if there's any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you're interested in more content, more lives, more videos pertaining to spiritual warfare, growing closer to the Father, and self-development, then be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you soon.